if I can introduce you to Aidan Boyce, and Aidan is just going to run you through the application screen and give you an idea of how the application screen will work.
Okay, so I'm just going to take you through the application process. As you know, for most of the department schemes at this stage, the application process is entirely online. So the first thing you need to do is to log into your AgFood portal, the same as you would for any other of the schemes. Then the next step is to create an association between yourself and your client for the REAP scheme. That's done basically through the online system. It's the same system that you'd use if you were doing it for BPS or for GLAS or for anything else. So as you can see, you just click on the create new authorization record, and that brings up the screens then. So you type in whatever, or you select the agency you're associated with. That would be on the drop-down list. Then you go to the scheme. That's again, you select it from the drop-down list. So the results-based environment scheme should be on that. If the results-based environment scheme isn't on that, you can contact the REAP section, and we'll contact CCS and sort it out for you. So once you've that done, then you move on and you type in the particular herd number that you want to associate with, and then you confirm the request and hit send. This message will pop up then on your screen, and the person who you're trying to create an association with will receive an SMS. They'll answer the SMS yes, and then you should get an email to say that they have authorized you to act on their behalf. So, so for however many clients you have, then you just repeat the process for each client. So once you've that done, then to submit the application, you can go into your AgFood portal again and your list of authorized applications. So the results-based Agri Environment Pilot scheme should be listed in that. Again, if that's not listed, you need to contact the REAP section again, and we'll sort you out. So once you click on that, then that'll bring you into the REAP front screen, and the thing you want to press there is the client list. So when you press the client list button, a list of the clients that you've previously associated with for you to submit an application will appear. So now just to note that these names are all from the test system, so they're not real people, they're just dummy names. So once you go onto your client list, then you just click the particular herd number, and that should bring you into the application screen. The only thing is, if any of your clients have application for GLAS or an EIP, or are in the organic farming scheme, or haven't submitted a BPS application for 2020, you'll get this message. It's basically telling you that you can't submit an application for them, because in this case it's because they've already got a GLAS application, but the same message would appear if you had an organic or didn't submit a BPS or were in an EIP. So once we've established that that's not the case, then you'll go in and you will see your client's details pop up here, just the name and address, and you'll have the new application button. So you hit the new application button and you go into the application screen, and it'll tell you your draft application has been created successfully, and you'll have your draft online application status up here, and then all these questions. So basically you have to go down and select yes or no to all these questions. If you select, obviously if you select yes to GLAS or to EIP or to the organic farming, you'll get this particular message here. And it won't let you submit the application. And just to remind you that the validations are that you can't have been in GLAS, you're not in the EIP, not in an organic farming, you must have submitted a BPS application, you must tick the terms and conditions signifying acceptance, that's the one here at the bottom, and you have to answer yes to the data protection question, and all questions must be answered. So if you go through your application and you don't answer a question, once you hit submit application, you'll see the red message coming up here to tell you that you must answer this question to proceed with this application. So once you've the application submitted and once you've all the questions answered and the application, you hit submit application, you get your application has been updated successfully, and there you'll have your online application submitted. The status of your application will change to your online application submitted. So then you'll go out and you'll go to the next client on your client list, and you'll repeat the process until such time as you've applied for however many clients that you want to apply for. And then you just exit the screen just to make sure that everything is saved and submitted. You press OK, and you've submitted your applications. If the application is oversubscribed, you'll have the ranking and selection criteria. Stephen will go into more detail on these in his presentation. That's just to show you that what sort of ranking and selection criteria we will have. So in summary then, the first thing you do is you use the online facility to become an authorized agent. The online facility is the quickest way to do it. There is a paper form to fill out, but I'd encourage you to use the online facility because it's much you'll get your agents on your screen much quicker if you do it that way. So then once you've that done, you go and use your AgFood portal. You select your herd number. You answer all questions on the application screen. That includes any supplementary questions. So therefore, if you turn around and say, "Oh, I have submitted," or I have previously participated in an agri-environment scheme. If you say yes to that question, you have to specify what the agri-environment scheme is. Otherwise, it won't let you go on with the form. And then after that, then it's just a reminder that you can't be in glass. Your client can't be in glass or organics farming or a European investment thing. The status will change to online application when the form is successfully completed. So that's how you know the form is successfully completed. And once you go out to your client list, you'll see opposite their name and their herd number that there is a submitted application. And you can only submit one application per client. The application process closes on the 10th of May 2021. So that's over just about 3 weeks from today, or 2.5 weeks from today. The ranking and selection process, as I said, may be employed if necessary. And once all that's done, approval letters will issue to the herd owners who have been approved into the scheme in the weeks after the application process closes. So they should get a letter hopefully before the end of May on that. So as I said, any queries, any issues with agent associations, or any questions on the form, or any queries you have, you can call the numbers displayed on the screen, or you can email rbp@agriculture.gov.ie, and we'll answer your question as quickly as we can and get you sorted. So
thanks very much for that, Aidan, for that presentation. As Aidan has said, if anyone has any questions on that or in relation to the email address, there is up on the screen there in front of you. And what we will endeavour to do in relation to the advisors, the list we're working on is a list that we get from FOSS in Portlaoise, and there is some issues at the moment in relation to the way advisors are registered, and change of email addresses and documentation not being finalised yet. So there are a few issues with that, and we're trying to get that resolved with FOSS as we speak.